this will be the last video of my makes I'm going to show you, because as this week has proved to be, I'm not as young as I once was and I'm not as fit as I once was. So these are the baby items that I've got. You may have seen these before. These are really tiny, more like a premature. They come with the little pants, if you can see the little pants. Come with little pants to match. But they are very tiny. They're more like a premature baby, or maybe a reborn dolly, yeah. This one, again, is really tiny. And again, it comes with the little pants, if you can see them, the little pants. But they are really small. You know, if you've got a normal baby that's about 7 or 8 pounds, they won't fit, yeah. They're really only for the tinies. I didn't realise they were going to turn out this tiny when I made them, but yeah, hey ho. Right, this one is a little set. It's done in white and it's got the little pink rosebuds on it. It's got a little bonnet in the same stitch. It's got the little rosebuds on it and the ribbons. I love my babies dressed as babies, but these days people want to dress them like adults, don't they? But still. This is another white one. Again, a little girly one. It's got the little green and white flowers. This one's got a fancy bonnet that's done in, you can see it like ruffles. It's got the flowers on the front and one on the back. I keep going the wrong way with this phone, this camera. So that's another. This one is white, once again trimmed with pink, so it's a little girly one. But I don't think these jackets are really little boyish, are they? And that's got a little hat that goes with it that's trimmed with the pink. That has got somewhere, oh, it's inside. No, it's not inside out. Telling a lie. It's got the brim that turns up, hasn't it? It's got a brim that turns up. So therefore it's got little flowers on it that match the little jacket, little set. Again, this is a newborn size. This one, again, a little girl, because it's got flecks of pink and lilac in it. And you can see. I get told a lot of times by my so-called modern friends, oh, babies don't wear pale things anymore. But I really do not like to see my newborn babies dressed in a pair of dungarees and a pair of Converse boots, especially of the girls, yeah. This one is a nice one, it's blue and white. I did have this one in navy and red, but it's sold, yeah. So maybe I was right, maybe darker colours do sell more. That's blue and white. This is another tiny one. It's in lemon. Again, it's got lemon little flowers on it, and it's got a little turn-up hat to match it. This one is a pink. It's a set. It comes with a little jacket, which you can see has, again, the little flowers on it, my trademark. It's got a pair of little, they're not long trousers, they're more what they call, is it capri pants? Shorter pants. It's got a little bonnet that goes with it, and also a pair of, a pair of booties, if you can see them. So that's a complete set, that one. This other one is a complete set. It's done in peach. It's got a little short dress, which I was told off because on the pattern it does call it an angel top. And I got told off by saying an angel top is the things that you make for a premature baby that didn't make it, you know, for it to be buried in. But this is what it's actually called on the vintage pattern. It is actually called an angel top. It means it's a short little dress that you wear with tights. It's got a little matching over jacket, and it's also got a pair of booties that match. So I will still continue to call it an angel top. This one is one of my own designs. It's done in the white, the lilac and the pink, with the long sleeves, if you can see the long sleeves that they're done all in one piece so that they match, the stripes match all the way across. Yeah, so that's another. This one is a set. I know it's in blue, but it's not really a boy's. It did have a pair of little shoes with it, but they've got lost in transition. So even though I do have a photograph of it, the shoes are missing. It's got a little jacket, it's got the shawl collar at the back, and it's got a little hat that's... Oh, I've got one shoe. Oh no, I've got two shoes actually, they're inside the hat. The shoes are not missing after all. That is the little hat. I couldn't find the shoes anywhere, and now I find that they're inside. They're inside the hat, so there's a little pair of shoes. Yeah, there we go. Oh, they actually need a wash. They've got a couple of dirty marks on them. So they will have to be. I thought I'd lost the shoes, but somehow or other they must have got tucked inside the hat. Probably for safekeeping. But they do need a bit of a wash before I send them out to anybody. I don't know why they've got a dirty mark on them, but they do. This one's another tiny cardigan. It's done in, it's got like flecks, if you can see the colours. Flecks of all colours. It's cream, so it would do for a little boy, this one. It's actually, but it's small. I've picked out the colours that are in the flecks just to put a coloured border around it. It's just a plain little cardigan. It doesn't come with a hat or anything. This is another one that I love. You know me and my little flowers. It has to have little flowers on it, doesn't it? It's just a little over top really, with the colours on it. Again, it's a smaller size. This one is a little boy's, but it's tiny. It's a little vest or waistcoat or whatever you want to call it. And it's done in shades of, well, very delicate blues to beiges. It's, I don't know whether you can see the stitch. It's like a ribbed stitch. This one, I have made loads of this pattern, but I've only got one left. It's got my signature flowers on it. That's the hat. And that's the little jacket in red with the flowers on it. I love making these jackets. I've made umpteen of these. I've sold most of them, but for some reason this little red one didn't sell. These you may have seen, I have been working on them recently. They are done in cotton, and they are little dresses. And once again they've got the little matching pants underneath, yeah? Or whatever you want to call them. Nappy covers, diaper covers, whatever. It's just a little dress. It's got the flower on it, and that's stitched on, and it's got the ribbon and the colour to match it. This one is a heavier dress altogether because it's made out of, I think it was a linen and cotton mix. It's not looking dark on the camera as I can see, but it's actually really maroon. It's a maroon shade. It's got the cream flower, cream ribbon and the cream edging. It's looking very red on my camera, but no, it's not. Once again, it's got the matching pants, diaper cover or whatever you want to call it. Nappy cover, as we call them in the UK. Oh, nearly finished up on the floor. This one is again a tiny one. It's not got long sleeves, this one. It's only got a 3/4 sleeve. It's meant to be that way. It's not that I ran out of wool. Meant to be that way. Yep, this has got a little turn back collar. This one I love. I had many inquiries about it, but it didn't sell, mainly because maybe it was a little bit expensive because it's cotton. It was Jaeger cotton, and it cost me quite a bit. It's got little teddy bear motifs on it, and it's got little tiny wooden teddy bear buttons. That's the back view. And it's got a hat that matches. It's also got a little teddy bear on it. As I say, at the time, that's probably why it didn't sell, was because it was Jaeger cotton and I had to pay quite a bit of money for the cotton. That's probably why it didn't sell in the first place, although I did have lots of inquiries about it. This again is cotton. It's a top with buttons at the front. It's got sleeves. And this one has also got a matching hat. And it wouldn't be me if it didn't have a flower on it, would it? Yeah? Oh, this one has got quite a bit of wool in this one. It feels quite woolly. It's a jacket with green buttons on it. Don't know whether you can see the colours of it. It's an outdoor jacket really, because it's quite a heavy jacket. And it's got a little matching pull-on hat that goes with it. This one was almost sold, but then a lady realised she'd have to hand wash it. And that put her off. This is another one that would have been quite expensive because once again it's all cotton. And this was a Peyton's cotton, I think it was, and this was quite expensive. I had to pay quite a lot for it. This is the problem, I price things as I pay, you know, for the actual raw material, and it does mean that some of them come a bit dearer. But bear in mind I am selling things off now because I'm not repeating them. So this one's got bubbles. It's more like an Aran kind of design. And it also comes with a hat, although the hat doesn't have any bubbles on it. The hat is just plain. But the jacket has got bubbles. You can see them. It's coming up a bit pink on the camera, but it's actually more of a pale mulberry colour. Yeah, it's a hand wash because it's in Aran thickness, Aran cotton. And again, it's quite a heavy one. This one is another set. It's a little girl's dress, well, a young child's dress, done in the multicolours. And I've picked out one of the colours, which I've edged it with, to do the little matching jacket, which is like a granny stitch jacket. And it's also got, woo, I nearly threw it on the floor, a granny stitch hat, which, knowing me, it's got the little flower on it, yeah. I ever think about putting little flowers on what I call these little beanie hats, because they look so bare, don't they, without a beanie, without a little hat. Right, we're getting to the end of the row now. This one is small. It come out smaller than I thought it would have done. It's actually like a cape that's meant for maybe a bridesmaid or, you know, a party, little party girl. It's got the little wooden beads on it, and it's got the two tiers. But it has come out tiny. I will tell you, it's only a tiny one. It did come out a lot smaller than I thought it would, to be honest with you. It was from a book that was called Ostentatious, that was, you know, like meant to be on the themes of Jane Austen. And I don't crochet tightly, so I don't know why this one came out so tiny, but it did. Again, I would have sold it if it had been bigger. But as you know, I'm not in the market now for making any more things. I'm just in the market for selling what I've got. This one is a larger. It's a little girl's one, but it's larger. And this one's got a flower, knowing me. But the flower is on a brooch, so you don't need to have the flower if you don't want it. Yeah. This one's again a cape for a party or a wedding or something like that. I mean, I did get a tentative order once and she wanted about, I don't know, about 8 of them making in all different sizes, so sadly I had to veto that. Oh, it's inside out. I had to veto that order because she wanted it by a certain date and I couldn't do it in that span of time. You know, people don't seem to realise if it's handmade, it's going to take a while. You know, if you're getting married in 2 weeks' time and you live in America, I can't make 8 tops or something like that and send them off to you. It just wasn't possible. It would have been a nice thought for a wedding, but sadly, it didn't come to pass. You should have given me more time, I would have done it for you, at the time. I mean, at the moment I'm not taking orders. Right, these are a whole series that I made. I did put them in a shop once and 4 of them got stolen, would you believe? I'll put them there and you can see them bit by bit. Yeah, I said to the shopkeeper, I said, oh, have you sold me little bags? And he said, no. So somebody had walked off with them all. They're all lined. They're just a little girl's bag. Just a tiny little girl's bag. That's the back view. And they're all, I'll show you one of them, but they are all fully lined. So if these don't sell, I'm sure they'll sell when I have a craft fair at Christmas, whatever, whenever. Why is this not running along? Oh, I see, there's a knot on the thing. This one is not the same as the other one, it's slightly different colours. It is lilacs, but it's slightly different colours. This has got a different coloured lining, I think. Oh no, it's got the same coloured lining inside it. I liked making these, but they are very labour intensive. The pattern is a bought pattern. I think you can get it on Ravelry. Can't remember what it was called now, but it is a bought pattern. She actually put on the pattern, please do not sell them, and I'm thinking, no, you can't say things like that. You can't put that on you. People have bought your pattern. Tough. That's another one done in pinks and greens. That's the back view. I don't know what colour linings this. I haven't seen them for a while, so this has got. Oh, this has got a tiny little flower lining inside. You have to line them, otherwise everything falls through. You know, the holes in the bag. If ever you make yourself a bag, you must line them. Otherwise, you know, combs, hats, whatever you put in your bag, lipsticks and things like that has gone, well, not for little girls, but you know what I mean. It'll just fall straight through. Shopping bags just fall straight through. And if you don't line one of those mesh shopping bags, you finish up with it dragging on the floor when you've put a few potatoes in it, yeah. This is a green one. Green. Oh, somebody's burning wood outside, I can smell it. But it's got a very bright green lining inside of it, stripy. It must have been in a stripy mood. I mean, I could make more of these, but then I'd have to start buying some fabric because, you know, when I moved, I gave away everything, as you know. So all my material, my fabric and everything just went to the four winds. And I've got some granny square bags in the shed, half made, with the linings cut out and everything, but I haven't got the wool anymore to finish off the handles and everything. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those. And that's the last one. It's red and black. What have I lined it with? It's got a little teddy bear button. What have I lined it with? It'll be a mystery to me and everybody else. Oh, it's just plain red. So, if you like any of my things, I will put my email underneath in the description of the. People keep asking me how much are things, how much is this, how much is that. But they don't tell me if they're in the US, if they're in the UK. So I do prefer if you actually email me and then tell me where you're living, and then I can give you an accurate price of whether, you know, how much the postage is going to be and how much it is for the actual thing that you're inquiring about. So, I mean, the baby things, I'm sure that they will sell on, you know, craft store, because they are small enough to take with me. But if anybody wants them in the meantime, they are all for sale. But as I'm saying, there are no repeats. I'm not taking any orders. I'm sorry, people, but I'm not. I've retired. So as far as I'm concerned now, it's not a business anymore. I'm just sorting out my shed, hoping to make more room in it so that I can actually use it as a crafting shed, which is what it's supposed to be, not packed to the gunnels with stuff that you can hardly get in it, you know what I mean? So anyway, I just thought this will be the last sort of show and tell video, unless I make more things in the future, but that's another day, another dollar, as they say. So I'll leave you for now, because I've got to get everything packed back in the shed again, haven't I? Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio as I go on my way. That's bound to get a few thumbs down, isn't it? Singing is not my forte. Right, bye for now, and I'm going to go and upload this video, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.